I want to tell you this story about like this whole like about my baby, because I know you guys find out late that I was pregnant, but I also find out kind of late too. And I was gonna wait till like around my album time so I could tell y'all, but it's like we already here. So I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. In January, right after I shot like what? I went and got surgery. I got some more injections removed because you know it takes rounds to get your injections removed. I got some of my injections removed, and I also went to fix like you know certain things with of my fibrosis with surgeon made and everything. So in January I got surgery, right? And February, you know, I was working, whatever, doing whatever the crap, whatever. So in March, after I put out enough, I'll say around, I don't know, if y'all could put out the date, it was like a couple of days after Jason Lee party. Like it was like 5 days, like it was around March. It was like around March 20th or March 16th. It was like around those days, right? I woke up one morning and my mouth tasted like copper. It literally tasted like copper. So I was like, oh my gosh, this only happened to me when I'm pregnant. So I was like, damn, I automatically knew that I was pregnant. So I thought to myself, I got pregnant in January and I did a blood test. And I came out, I wasn't pregnant. And I did 2 pregnancy tests. I did a blood test in America and I did a blood test in Colombia. And I wasn't pregnant. Then I remembered I had on Valentine's Day. So I was like, I'm probably like 7 weeks, 6 weeks pregnant. And this was around the time that I'm like promoting the out of enough. So I'm like, damn, I'm pregnant. But I'm not really thinking much of it. So I'm not thinking much of it. Me and my baby dad, we were in very bad terms. I still called him and I was like, hey, I'm pregnant. And we kind of laughed about it because it's like, what the that shit is so random. We literally went to Colombia because he went with me while I got my surgery. And it's like, what the how the whatever. So then, you know, in March, I was in LA for like a month. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm like 6 weeks pregnant, probably 7 weeks pregnant. I don't know. Cause I know for a fact I had in 2024, I know for a fact I only had in Valentine's Day and before I got my surgery. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Next thing you know, when I get to New York and I go to my OBGYN, I told her like, hey, I'm pregnant. And she's like, oh, okay. So when was the last time you had sex? I was like, I had sex on Valentine's Day. So I'm probably like 6, 7 weeks pregnant. And me and my OBGYN were very, very, very close. Like I love her down. So she's like, okay, well, we're going to do a sonogram. So we're just going to see like how far along are you? And like, and I was like, yeah, oh shit. Wait. That's con.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Vibe City News Desk. Hope you're having an amazing day wherever you're watching us from. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you so much for taking time to watch our content. We really appreciate your support. Now, the video that we just watched, that was Cardi B herself, and she was live on her Instagram and she had so much to talk about yesterday night. And among the few things that she wanted to share with her fans was how she found out that she was pregnant with her child, that's Swift, and how she went ahead and informed her then husband, Offset. And according to Cardi B, she believes that, most of her fans, didn't know she was pregnant until, almost 7 months later when, people actually came to realize that she was pregnant. But she recalls that, she first discovered, that she was pregnant back in February. And this is after, her mouth started testing weirdly, and she believed that, each and every time her mouth tested the way she felt, she was pregnant. And she went ahead and did a pregnancy test. First, when she was in New York, she did a blood test, which turned out negative. And she later, traveled to Colombia because she was having some business in Colombia. And during her trip to Colombia, she was accompanied by her then baby daddy, Offset. But at the time, she said that the two were having some issues. But she took a second, you know, blood test or a pregnancy test, which came out again negative. And she was just shocked that how comes the pregnancy tests are coming out negative. But she could feel that she was pregnant. And at the time that she was traveling to Colombia with Offset, it was around 6 weeks after Valentine's. And she just remembered that the last time that she had sex was during Valentine's Day. And that's when she had sex with Offset. But her just feeling the way she was feeling, she was sure that maybe she might be 6 or 7 months pregnant. And when she came back to New York, she went straight to her OB, and she just went to tell her that she thinks she might be pregnant. And the OB told her that they are gonna have to do a scan so that they can determine whether it's true that she is pregnant. And she also recalls when she told the baby daddy about the information of her pregnancy, Offset was so shocked because he believed that that was just random, because he didn't expect Cardi B to pop up with such news during the time. And to Offset, it was so random, and he also was shocked that indeed Cardi B was pregnant. And the fact that Cardi B kept her pregnancy in the dark, and most of the people didn't notice until a few months ago, when she decided to make a pregnancy reveal. And a few weeks ago, we saw her, giving birth to her third child, and that was on September 4th. So after, her giving birth to the third born, they have been having so much issue. We also last week Offset coming out and accusing Cardi B of cheating on her while she was pregnant, and also how the whole issue escalated. Both going online, trolling each other, and even Cardi B saying that this time round, she is truly done with Offset, and she just wanna focus on her life. So go ahead and tell us down below in the comment section what you think about this whole story that Cardi B just told you about, how she discovered that she was pregnant and how she revealed the information to Offset. Do you have any message regarding everything that you just heard from the video, or what message do you have for the two couples, despite the fact that they are currently going through so much struggles in the relationship, and we might see even the two divorcing? Because Cardi B said what she meant, and she meant that this time round she is done with Offset, because Offset has always taken her for granted, and this time she is not giving him another chance. Tell us your opinion down below in the comment section, and don't forget to like and share this video, guys, so that it can be recommended to a larger audience. And each and every time you feel entertained by our content, always hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been your host, call me Lestin, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.